Have you ever sent a message like this? Send me the file. Or said this to your manager? Explain it again. Or asked a coworker? I need your help. Your English is correct, but people suddenly become quiet. Some coworkers answer very briefly. Some managers don't seem happy. And you start wondering, did I say something wrong? The truth is, many English learners don't sound rude because their grammar is bad. They sound rude because they translate directly from their first language and they don't realize it. At work, one sentence can make you sound bossy, impatient, or difficult to work with. And here's the scary part. Most people never know they're doing it. They keep using the same expressions every day, in emails, in meetings, in messages to coworkers. And little by little, people start seeing them as someone who is cold, demanding, or hard to approach. The worst part? Your English might be grammatically perfect, but people remember how you made them feel. In professional environments, small words matter. Your tone matters. The way you ask for help matters. The way you make a request matters. Sometimes adding just one polite expression can completely change the way people react to you. Today, I will show you 10 simple phrases that can instantly make you sound more polite and more professional. Stay until the end, because you may be using some rude English expressions without knowing it. And once you learn these small changes, your English will immediately sound warmer, friendlier, and more professional. Let's begin. Before we learn the polite phrases, let's look at 3 very common mistakes that many English learners make at work. You may have said these sentences before, and the surprising thing is, they are grammatically correct, but they don't always sound professional. Let's look at 3 common examples. Example 1. Send me the file. This sounds like an order. It may sound as if you're telling someone what to do, not asking for help. Example 2. Explain it again. This sounds impatient. It can make the other person feel like you're annoyed or unhappy with their explanation. Example 3. I need your help. This sounds demanding. It may sound like you're focusing only on your needs and expecting the other person to stop what they're doing. The speaker doesn't want to be rude, but that's how people may feel, and that's exactly why communication at work can become awkward. People don't remember your grammar, they remember how your words made them feel. Professional English isn't about difficult words, it's about making people feel respected. It's about sounding friendly, polite, and easy to work with. The good news is that these mistakes are very easy to fix. You only need a few small changes to make your English sound much warmer and more professional. Let's fix these common mistakes together. Now, let's start with phrase 1. Look at this. This sounds like an order. It can feel as if you're putting work in front of someone and expecting immediate attention. Instead, say, would you mind taking a look at this? Mini situation. You need your coworker to check your report before a meeting. By adding, would you mind, you sound respectful and considerate. The other person feels that you're asking for help, not giving instructions. Let's go to phrase 2. Talk to me. This is very direct. In some situations, it can sound demanding. Instead, say, whenever you have a moment, could we talk? Mini situation. You need a few minutes with your manager. Your manager may be busy. This phrase shows that you respect their time, and people are usually much more willing to help when they don't feel pressured. Okay, we move to phrase 3. Explain it again? Many English learners use this sentence. The problem is that it can sound impatient, almost as if you're saying, you didn't explain it properly. Instead, say, could you please explain that again? Mini situation. You didn't understand the instructions during a meeting. This sentence makes you sound curious and eager to learn, not frustrated, not demanding, just professional. And now it is phrase 4. Thanks. This isn't wrong, but sometimes it sounds too short, especially when someone has gone out of their way to help you. Instead, say, I appreciate your help. Mini situation. A coworker stayed late to help you finish an important project. This phrase shows genuine gratitude. People remember appreciation, and they enjoy working with people who recognize their effort. Phrase 5 is, oh, I didn't know. This response often sounds defensive, or it may sound like you're making excuses. Instead, say, thank you for bringing this to my attention. Mini situation. Your manager finds a mistake in your report. This sentence shows maturity. It tells people, I can accept feedback, I can learn, I don't need to defend myself. Professionals are not perfect, but they are open to feedback. And that's exactly what this phrase does. And next is phrase 6. Okay? This may be one of the biggest mistakes in workplace communication. Your manager spends several minutes giving you advice, and your response is, okay. It can sound cold or uninterested. Instead, say, I really appreciate your feedback. Mini situation. Your manager suggests ways to improve your presentation. This phrase shows that you listened, you respect the advice, and you're willing to improve. A simple sentence can make you sound much more professional. We will talk about phrase 7, but that's not my fault. This sentence immediately creates conflict. The conversation becomes a battle, you versus the other person. Instead, say, I understand your concern. Mini situation. A customer complains about a problem. Maybe you didn't cause the problem, but the customer is upset. By saying, I understand your concern, you show empathy first. Then you can explain the situation calmly. Remember this. At work, solving the problem is usually more important than proving you're right. Phrase 8 is, that's not what I meant. This often sounds defensive, and it can make the other person feel blamed. Instead, say, I apologize for the misunderstanding. Mini situation. An email you wrote caused confusion. This sentence sounds calm and professional. It focuses on fixing the communication problem instead of arguing about who is right. People trust professionals who stay calm during misunderstandings. And next is phrase 9. Tell me if you need me. This sentence isn't terrible, but it sounds passive. Instead, say, please let me know if I can help. Mini situation. A new coworker has joined the team. They're learning new systems and procedures. This phrase sounds warmer and more supportive. It makes people feel comfortable asking for help. And small moments like this help build stronger working relationships. And finally, phrase 10. I'll tell you later. This sounds uncertain and sometimes unreliable. Instead, say, I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Mini situation. A coworker asks you a question, but you don't have the answer right now. This phrase communicates something very important. I haven't forgotten, I'm working on it, and I will follow up. Professional people don't always have immediate answers, but they communicate clearly and keep their promises, and that's exactly what this phrase does. As you can see, these 10 phrases are simple. You don't need advanced vocabulary, you don't need perfect grammar. You only need to replace a few direct expressions with more thoughtful ones. Because sometimes the difference between sounding rude and sounding professional is only a few extra words. And those few extra words can change the way people respond to you, trust you, and enjoy working with you. Now, let's put these phrases into a real workplace situation. Imagine this. You're working on an important report for your manager. The deadline is approaching. Suddenly, your coworker notices that some numbers in the report are incorrect. How do you handle the situation professionally? Let's listen to this short conversation between Tom and Lisa.
Lisa, I think there's a problem with this report.
Thank you for bringing this to my attention. Which numbers are incorrect?
I'm sorry. I entered the wrong sales figures in this section. I just noticed the mistake.
No worries. I understand your concern. Mistakes happen. Would you mind taking a look at these figures with me?
Of course, I think these numbers should be changed.
I see. You're right. Thank you for catching that. We still have some time to fix it.
I'm really sorry about this. I know the manager needs the report soon.
Please don't worry. The important thing is that we found the mistake before sending it. I appreciate your honesty.
Thank you for understanding.
I appreciate your help. I'll get back to our manager as soon as possible and let her know we're updating the report.
That's a good idea. Please let me know if I can help with anything else.
Actually, could you double-check the final numbers with me one more time?
Absolutely. Let's make sure everything is correct.
Perfect. Thank you. I really appreciate your support.
Anytime, Lisa. We're a team.
Exactly. And good teamwork means solving problems together, not blaming each other.
Excellent conversation. Notice that neither Tom nor Lisa used difficult English. They simply stayed calm, showed appreciation, and focused on solving the problem together. That's what professional communication sounds like in the workplace. Today, you learned 10 simple phrases that can make your English sound more polite and more professional at work. You learned how to ask for help politely, show appreciation and respect, and handle problems without sounding rude or defensive. Remember, professional English is not about using difficult vocabulary. It's about choosing the right words in the right situation. Sometimes, changing just a few words can make you sound more respectful, more confident, and easier to work with. So don't focus on speaking perfect English. Focus on speaking professional English. If you enjoyed today's lesson, please like this video. Comment below, which phrase will you use first at work? And don't forget to subscribe to Focus English with Cece for more workplace English lessons. I'm Cece, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye, everyone.